Hello guys, this is Silva here again. Welcome back to my channel guys. Okay, so in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you another boom and crash strategy guys. This strategy is a spike catching strategy. With this strategy you'll be able to catch multiple spikes, and you'll be able to grow your small account. You'll be able to grow your $10 account from 30 down to $10 with this strategy. You'll be able to grow that account size. Okay, so if you're excited, you just stay tuned to this video and don't skip any part. Okay, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel guys, please don't forget to do that, because on this channel I post powerful strategy that you can use to grow a small account size. That's what I do here. Okay, so you make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post powerful strategy like this, you get notified immediately. Okay, so with that out of the way, I'm quickly going to share the settings with you guys. Okay, the settings of this strategy. So the first thing you do, you click on this F icon right here. So after clicking on the F icon, our first indicator will be the Bollinger Band. Okay, now this is the default setting of this Bollinger Band. Okay, so you just set the Bollinger Band to the default setting. Okay, and then you click on done. So after that, our next indicator will be the envelope. Okay, but before we add the envelope, because if you try to add the envelope right now, it will not be added. Okay, it will not be added. So in order to avoid that, I'm just going to delete this right now. In order to avoid that, you first of all, you are going to add the relative strength index. Okay, so that the Bollinger Band will be able to be added, as in so that you'll be able to add the Bollinger Band. Okay, so now what we do, we add the relative strength index first. Okay, so now you see I've added the relative strength index, and we now have a indicator window one right here. So the next thing you do now is to click on the F icon again. You go back, you click on the F icon. After clicking on the F icon, now you click on this F icon right here. Okay, you click on this F icon. So now you can add the envelope. Okay, now you click on the envelope, and then you see this setting right here. This is not the default setting. Okay, I'm the one that set this up, so I don't want to like clean everything again because there's no time. Okay, so you just copy this somewhere and then you write it in your own settings there. Okay, you just copy it somewhere and then you write it later on your settings. Okay, then after that you click on done. Then now you can see that the envelope has been added on our indicator window one. Okay, so now what you do is to like you click on the F icon again, and then you go back and then you delete the relative strength index. Okay, because it's not needed. Okay, you delete the relative strength index, then you go back. You can see we are left with only our envelope now. Okay, so this will be our levels, the red and the green. Okay, this is where we determine when to buy, like when to sell. The red will be when to sell, and then the green will be when we buy. Okay, so now that's that. The next thing, now you click on this F icon again, and then we are going to add our last indicator, which is the moving average. Okay, so you click on this F icon here also, and then we add our moving average. Okay, now you can see I've already set it up. You just copy everything on your screen like this, and then you do the same thing on your own settings. Okay, now after that, after you copy it, you click on done, and then you see to be added like this. Okay, now as you can see, the moving average is on method simple. Okay, so what you do now is you change it to exponential. Okay, you change it from simple to exponential, and then you click on done. Okay, and you see it will be like this. Okay, this is how your screen will look like after you must have set it the same way I did. Okay, so you can see this is how it is. This is the settings. Okay, so now what you need to do now, how the strategy works. Okay, how the strategy works, now you see let's say you want to like catch spike, okay? You want to catch spike, and then all you need for all you need to catch spike is to allow this blue moving average to get to the green line, okay? To get to the green line before when it gets to the green line, then you buy, okay? Immediately, okay? But I discovered that when this blue line gets to the green line, most of the time, like it's not most of the time, but some of the time it will not spike, okay? Some of the time when it gets there, it doesn't spike, okay? Let's say maybe it's continue going down, and then before you know, you lose your money and there will be no spike, okay? There will be no spike. So for you to avoid that, I as in for us to avoid such loss, I introduce this Bollinger Band right here on our screen right now, so that we know when to like actually buy, okay? So that we'll not just run into the market and buy, then it will continue going down, going like it will continue going, and before you know, let's say this is the point now. It gets to the green area. You can see maybe you have buy from this point now, okay? Let's say you have buy from this point right here, because this is the point where it gets to the green area, the point where it gets to the green area right here, and then you have like buy, but you see it still going down to like it went to this point before it spike, okay? So now you need for you to avoid this loss, you need to like you need to like you don't need to enter from that point where it touches the green line immediately anymore. So we need to wait for one more confirmation before we take our entry, which is the confirmation from this Bollinger Band, okay? Now the confirmation is going to be like this. You wait for a spike first, okay? You wait for a spike, and that spike that will occur must like break through this middle Bollinger Band line here, okay? Must break through the middle Bollinger Band, okay? Sorry guys, let me like increase this pixel so that it will be good, okay? To be good for us. Now I've increased it to 3 pixels so that now you see the Bollinger Band line is a little bit bolder now. Okay, so what I was saying before, you need to like allow the spike to break through this middle Bollinger Band line, okay? Which means, since it has broken through that line, since you see that it has broken through this line, it's going to come back to retest that line again, okay? It's going to come back to retest that line, and then you there will be another spike, okay? So now this middle Bollinger Band line here is serving as a support and resistance line, okay? Whenever price break through any support and resistance, it's always come to retest that support or resistance line, okay? So now you see price has broken through it, so it's coming to retest it, okay? So now for your entry, you can either wait for like price to get to this line, this green Bollinger Band line here, for you to buy, okay? For you to buy now, or you can buy from here immediately. You can just enter aggressively. You can buy from here. So if you ask me, I will advise you buy from here immediately, because most of the time, like most of the time or some of the time, it doesn't like get to this green line before it continues spiking, okay? So the best approach is to just buy from this place, and then you set your stop loss here, or you can say you can close your trade manually when you have lost like maybe $2 or $1, whichever one you choose, depending on your account size, okay? You can just close like after $3 loss or $2 loss, okay, depending on your account size, okay? That is, you close manually, or you can set your stop loss here. When you are catching spike, you can set stop loss. It's when you are trading against the spike that price doesn't respect the stop loss, okay? So now you can set your stop loss below the spike zone here, okay? Below the spike zone, if that's what you want. So you see, this is the best approach I've like discovered for this strategy, because I've seen most of the time some traders will say buy from this zone, but when you buy from this zone, it doesn't like spike immediately. It will still continue going down. So I decided to like introduce this one right here so that we know when to actually buy and where to actually sell. Okay, so let me show you some example on crash also. Let me show you some example on crash. Okay guys, so this is crash 1000 right here, and as you can see, like let's say now you are supposed to sell from this red zone right here, this red line here. Immediately this blue line gets to that place, okay, but you see when the blue line gets there, sorry, you see when the blue line gets there like this is where it gets to that point. Let's see, at this point now, you see, those of you that know how this thing works, you know that at this point, like price has already gotten to this red line. Okay, price has gotten to there, but it will still be like going up again. Okay, so the approach now is to like you wait for the confirmation from this Bollinger Band right here, okay, for you to enter. So you see price has gotten to the red line now, but it's still going again, going up. Okay, there was a little spike, but it was still going up, and you'll be like, ah, what is this now? I've buy from the red line and it's still going up. Okay, so you see now, you see for the use of this Bollinger Band now, you see that when there was spike, like the spike broke through this line right here, okay, and then it went back to retest, like it broke through the middle line, okay, you can see that, and it went back to retest, this uh, retest the support, the as in the resistant line again. You see it broke through the support, which now became resistant, and it went back to like retest it, and you can see after the retest there was massive spike. Okay, you can see, look at the spike, very long one. Okay, you can see, and then it continues going down. You can see that, guys. So you can see this strategy is powerful, but you need to have the right, like the right indicator combination. Okay, any indicator, like any indicator works. Okay, but you need to have the right combination for you to have a perfect strategy. Okay, so you can see this is how this strategy right here works. You can see after that break here and the retest, it continue going down. So let's say you buy from this, you sell from this like where the spike stop. Okay, immediately it spike down, and then you buy from this point, this spike point right here. You can see after you buy from there, it went down a little bit, like two candles, and then the spike started. Okay, so you can see, you just like you implement this strategy, and you see, test it with your demo account first. Okay, I always say this, make sure you test it with your demo account and make sure it's working for you first. Okay, you check the result. If it's working for you, fine, then you can like start trading it with your real money. Okay, don't just take my words for it. Make sure you test it with your own demo account first before you use it with your real money. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's it for this strategy. So for those of you who will be asking of the zoom level, you zoom out completely and then you zoom in twice. Okay, you zoom in 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, sorry, you zoom in 3 times. Okay, 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, so this is the zoom level, and then this is how you set your screen. Okay, this one doesn't really matter. Okay, anyhow you want to set your screen, you can set it, but this is how I set mine. Okay, so this is it, guys. This is how the strategy works. You can just go test it for yourself and then use it. Okay, so like let's say if you want to know the trend, like if you want to do your analysis, you go to the 50-minute time frame and then you zoom out completely. You can see from a clear view, you can see that this is a downtrend. Okay, This is a downtrend right now on crash. Okay, this is a downtrend. Okay, so if you want to, like, let's say if you want to know the trend, maybe you can just like add the 200 moving average, so that you can know the trend. Okay, change it to simple, change the color to, let's say, black, click on done. Okay, you can see now from clear indication that we are on a downtrend. Okay, so once you know the trend like this, then you can go back to your 1 minute time frame and zoom in thrice. Okay, zoom in 3 times to 3, and then you can trade. Okay, you can like start trading, start waiting for your conditions to be met, and then you take your trades. Okay, but since me, I already know like how to analyze the trend without the moving average, so that's why I didn't like add the moving average. Okay, I don't want my chart to be dirty, so I leave it like this. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thanks for watching to this extent. Make sure you like and subscribe, guys. It's very necessary. Like and subscribe. i want I want to have a great family. Okay, I want to help a lot of people. Okay, I want many people to be getting my strategy. I want them to be making money. So make sure you like, so that the video will go viral, more people will see it, and then they will get the information and my strategy too, to help them make money. Okay, thank you. See you over out.